Hello everyone, my name is Abigail and this tutorial will be on a lesson for elementary students on how to properly use Microsoft Word. This tutorial provides a lesson on how to show students the variety of different tools to use on Microsoft Word to create anything along with an example and a rubric for the assignment. This lesson will be more focused on getting to know the students in the beginning of the year while also teaching them a key tool they will use throughout the year. Yes, they will be using it for creative purposes, but they will also learn the basic functions to use for future assignments in the classroom. The objectives of this lesson are to introduce the application to the students. Also, the students will gain a better understanding of the tools in Microsoft Word to use for future assignments and for this assignment at hand. And finally, the students will put the skills into practice to create a self-collage to introduce themselves to their classmates and the teacher. Now, let's begin. Please have students open their laptops and locate the Microsoft Word app on their MacBook Air. When the first screen pops up, direct the students to click on the blank document, then select the blue Create button so a blank document will then pop up. The first aspect of the lesson is to cover the basic tools in each of the tabs on the top row. You do not need to cover each of them as the students won't be using every single tab as elementary students. The main ones that I would focus on for my students would be the Home tab, Insert tab, Draw tab, Design tab, and Layout tab. In the Home tab, I would focus on the font size, font color, highlighting, bold, italics, and underlining, along with indenting, spacing, and bulleting. In the Insert tab, I would focus on text box, inserting pictures, shapes, icons, and page number. Some of these aspects will be used for this assignment, so it's very important to go over. This may take longer for some students to understand, so give them a little more time to play around with the text and images. Also, show your students how to also delete and rearrange them on the page. In the Draw tab, I would focus on the pens and how to add and change them. This tab is mainly used for this assignment only, and you may not use it again, but it allows students to have some fun in this lesson and draw some of their favorite things for a few moments. In the Design tab, I would focus on the page color and page border at the very end of the script. This may not be used, but it adds a nice touch for students to use if they want to show off their creativity. Finally, in the Layout tab, I would focus on margins, orientation, and columns. These are some of the more important aspects that teachers can use throughout the year with many different assignments. You do not have to go over each of these tabs, or you can go over more of them within the class. These are the basic aspects of Microsoft Word that students will be using for assignments throughout the year. They will now create a self-collage about themselves using the skills they learned in this lesson. They can include anything about themselves in it, such as pictures, drawings, text box, or anything else you can think of as a teacher. You may want to ask your students questions to get them thinking about what to include. Some of the questions that I have asked my students are as follows. 1. How many siblings do you have? 2. How many pets do you have? 3. What's your favorite color? 4. Where is your favorite place to go on vacation? 5. Do you speak another language? 6. What is your favorite thing to do on the weekends? There are plenty of others to ask your students to get them thinking. Allow them time to collaborate with their classmates if they need help and give them time to work. Here's an example that I have created and would show to my students to get them thinking. It has all the requirements that I am looking for from them. Please also explain what you are looking for in their grade and explain the rubric, whichever works best for you students. This is the rubric that I have created for my students, focusing on the attractiveness or the look of it, the originality of the students' works, the requirements that I've provided for them, and the oral presentation. We must understand that they are elementary school students and should be lenient on the cleanliness of it, but it should not be a mess. That will be up to your own judgment as a teacher. To end this tutorial, remember that you are the creator of the assignment for your students. You know what works best for them and what they can do. If you have any questions regarding the assignment, rubric, or want to leave a comment, please email me at follows. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day.